this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Dan Jurgens, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Nightwing News. New news. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
Alright, tonight we got a bunch of new stuff. We got some new Night Terror stuff. We got some new World's Finest stuff. That's the majority of the stuff. It either has World's Finest in the title somewhere or Night Terror somewhere in the... Oh, no, Tales of the Titans #1 we also have. But it's all new. It's all fresh. Well, some of it's last week, some of it's this week, but it's still newer. Alright.
It's new since the last time.
That's right. Exactly. Alright, so should we start with last week's books?
Yeah, sure. That'd be World's Finest, right?
Yeah. And also, yeah, like I said, I'll mention real quick. I don't know, you probably didn't read it, but Night Terror's Robin came out #1. And like I said, it's like we were talking, I think, last time. Yeah, it's Tim and Jason basically stuck in their nightmares, and of course, Jason's getting beat with a crowbar, and Tim's basically reliving the night his father was killed over and over.
Well, that sounds delightful.
Well, yeah, and then, like I said, towards the end, eventually, it's like, instead of his father getting killed, it's Bruce, Dick, and Stephanie getting killed. Oh, and Cass. So, yeah, again, just all the Night Terrors is basically, they are all their nightmare scenarios as this new villain Insomnia is going through, looking for the Nightmare Stone, but... And it is Jason's ultimate nightmare, because every time he basically guns down, like, a villain, this villain basically just, multiplies. So...
That's no good.
Violence isn't helping, yeah. So, Jason's in a little bit of a quandary at the end there. So, although it's kind of weird, because it's this whole story, I don't know if it's just a coloring thing, or if they did that on purpose, but it's... Or, I mean, Jason's got his mask on pretty much in the hood the whole time, but I'm like, is that supposed to be his white streak in his hair? Because his hair kind of looks like that the whole time. It's not black, it's not red, it almost looks blonde.
Oh, I was just say, when you held it up to the computer, it kind of looked white.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a white streak. So I don't know if that's supposed to be his white streak or...
You would think.
Yeah, because that's really all the hair you see, but... So, yeah, I mean, again, we're not going to get... I guess we're not going to get a ton of character development in these, but yeah, I mean, it's basically psychological profiles, I guess, where it's like, yeah, the whole Tim thing is just kind of depressing. It's weird because it's like his series already ended, but it's kind of like him and Jason are getting a one shot this week. Punchline got a one shot. It's weird. They're just throwing in random ones, like Zatanna had one last week.
Well, does Poison Ivy have her own?
Yeah, you know what? That Poison Ivy was so popular. I think it was only supposed to be 6 issues. But they kept it going because I guess it was selling. Cause it's up around issue 13 now. Yeah. G. Willow Wilson is writing that. The creator of Miss Marvel over at Marvel. But also last week we got World's Finest Teen Titans #1 by that same team who brings you, at least by Mark Waid, who brings us World's Finest Batman Superman every month, which we'll get to, even though there wasn't a ton of dick in it. So. Yeah, so what did you think of this one? Because it's set in the past, just like the Batman Superman thing.
Yeah. So, overall, I thought it was good. I thought it was cute. Although, I do not... This is so weird. I don't like how this person draws Dick's face.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of long, angular, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. His chin looks so weird.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just...
on this page here?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I don't know if that's just, the artist, trying to make everyone look different.
It makes him look too old.
Mm-hmm. That's as like a subtle way of showing maturity.
So Aqualad and Wonder Girl being together, is that kind of new? I mean, that hasn't, because I know in past versions she's been with Roy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't anything in the last like 20 years or so. I don't remember her being with. I was gonna say that isn't from like the original Silver Age stuff, is it? She wasn't really dating Aqualad, was she?
I think so.
So that must be the liberty Mark Waid is taking her. Which again is kind of weird because this is kind of like we did have Silver Age Titans, but it's kind of uncharted territory now because like after all the crises and stuff, history's been rewritten so much,
It's hard to know.
Exactly. But then, I think I was telling you about this. I saw the preview last week. But what did you think about that whole thing where, Roy's basically just getting in Dick's face and it's like, everyone else here has told us their real name and, who they are. He's like, but not you. And then you get the flashback to Batman. It's like, don't trust them.
Yeah, it felt a little Teen Titans. I mean, like, it's fine. It's just not that special anymore. Like, we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised that it happened. It wasn't...
Yeah, it just seems like business as usual at this point.
Yeah. I did think it was interesting how Roy is streaming the stuff and Dick's getting mad about him for that. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, that's the other thing where it's basically like, yeah, they modernized it. So yes, they do have, like social media and stuff.
Yeah.
But I love how like everyone else is getting along with their mentors. Well, except for Roy, because Oliver's not even around. But yeah, then Batman's just like, no, don't trust them. They're not well trained. And then we added in, was it Bumblebee? Yes, I guess so. We have more than one girl on the team. Bumblebee
is, I think she came around in the 70s, so I guess she's more like Bronze Age.
Yeah, I think because But Dick even makes the comment, Roy's like, you weren't even here when we started this. But no, it's good. Yeah, I was worried because it wasn't the same penciler as the Batman Superman one. But no, I like the art on this also. Although, again, like you say, Dick's face is kind of weird in some things. But again, I think that's the artist is trying to like make everyone look different. Because, I mean, there are artists who like they'll draw... every male will look the same. The only way you can tell the difference is between like hair and clothes and stuff. But
I don't know. He just has too much chin. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes because Batman's giving his friends. He's like his stuff. I may be friends with them, but Flash is saying, be careful. Then Aquaman's saying, especially around Robin, Yeah, it's interesting because it seems as though the other mentors kind of don't trust Batman either. So,
yeah,
maybe they can all grow together.
Unless they're just like, oh yeah, is that their subtle way of saying, yeah, don't be hurt if Robin doesn't share because he's probably not allowed to share.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's so funny. I forgot to mention this to you last week. It reminded me because I saw the ad for the My Adventures with Superman new animated series that came out. The first week I'm watching it, and like there's a character at the end who like I didn't even know it was supposed to be him, but it's like everyone's younger, like Superman, Lois, everyone's like younger. So there's like this younger like agent guy with like white hair, and I didn't even know who he's supposed to be until I looked at the credits. It's supposed to be like a young Slade Wilson because he has like both eyes and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but he's like some kind of agent, but the way he's dressed and like the way he was moving and even the weapons he was using, I'm like, this just screams Agent 37 to me because I mean he was moving like Dick.
Well, maybe he's already meta or something.
I don't know. Well, like I said, everyone's younger, so Dick's probably like a child still. But yeah. So what did you?
But yeah, sorry. I thought in this it was good that you see how Roy is kind of. Like, it kind of is a bummer that Ollie's not... I mean, yeah, you definitely got an interesting look at all the mentors, so that was kind of cool.
And the shadowy figure at the end who says he's building a better Teen Titans.
So do you think part of why Dick is saying don't live stream in this kind of stuff is because Batman won't like it?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Batman doesn't want any photographic evidence of... Dick's face, even with a mask on or any of his presence at all. And again, Dick's yelling at Roy. He's like, you took an extra couple seconds to stream this instead of taking the shot.
It didn't matter in that instance, but it could someday.
Yeah, because he even says, quit flexing for the camera. But you liked it?
Yeah. Thought it was good. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I do like this. I think it's only like a mini series, so forget how many it is. I think it's only like 5 or 6, so.
Excited for them to get everything all sorted out and for Batman to be less dark and stormy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, speaking of, like I said, I'll just barely basically mention World's Finest number 17 came out this week. Not a lot of Dick, but him and Wonder Woman were basically interrogating Dr. Ivo.
Yeah, is it still that same storyline with the?
Yeah, this was the final part. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had to defeat the new version of New Mazo, and yeah,
that's what he's called, New Mazo.
Pretty much, yeah. And you, yes. That's
funny.
Yes.
In a sad way.
But it's so funny because, like, of course, at the end everyone's cleared, but like Jimmy Olsen's all worried. He's like, oh my god, I accused Bruce Wayne and put, in the paper and everything. He's like, he's gonna come after me, and then Superman's like, no, he's not. As Batman's standing right there, it's like, no, he's not. Even Batman's like, no, you walked the trail that you thought was right. It's not like you did this out of spite or something. You thought you were telling the truth.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy.
That's so funny. He's just like, Bruce Wayne's gonna come after me.
I mean, like, that is a legit concern, though.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know Bruce Wayne is a good billionaire. I mean, he's an okay billionaire.
Oh, yeah, no, because Batman says, no, he says, you speculated on motive, but nothing you wrote was false. Jimmy, that doesn't necessarily stop billionaires.
See, yeah. Jimmy knows what's up.
Exactly. So, yeah, there wasn't a ton of Dick, but yeah, it was good, and it wrapped up that whole thing. So now everyone knows Bruce Wayne's innocent. Love that.
Oh, good. Thank God. I was worried.
Oh, you're worried about that poor billionaire.
Yes.
All right. So where should we go to next?
Oh, wait, is it the only thing we have left? Nightwing, or is there something else?
Well, we have Tales of the Titans also.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should do that one next.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do the
with Night Terrors. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, no, let's do that. Yeah, Tales of the Titans number 1, which was Starfire, revealed at last the shocking space mission of Princess Coriander. So yeah, this one was mostly Corey in this one. We see all the Titans, including Dick, in the beginning. But then
hanging out at Titan's Tower.
But yeah, it's funny because the rest of the team goes off on a mission, and then Corey gets called away for something else. What did you think about the interaction between Barbara and Corey in this?
So I liked that because I always thought it's interesting that they haven't had them interact much in comics, and we talked about it before when we read that 99 Titan series. I always found it very annoying and out of character that Barbara would be kind of catty with Corey because I didn't think she would be like that.
Exactly.
But like she said, there have been signs they have more in common than just a penchant for Nightwing. Yeah, they have a lot in common. I mean, Corey is more emotional than Barbara, but they're both ladies that kick butt, and there's no reason they shouldn't be friends.
It seems like they have the same taste in music.
Exactly. Get in the car.
So she actually gets asks to aid some Tamaranians on this planet. They're basically getting terrorized by this giant creature under the surface. All you see is like these giant tentacles popping up, and like tries to eat Poggart, which is some kind of goat thing.
Alien goat, space goat.
And then the whole thing with her, I mean, again, she gets called by these two sisters, so this brings up issues with her and Blackfire and just the whole thing of people calling her princess. She's like, it basically rubs her the wrong way at first.
Which I don't ever remember her being like that before with the princess thing.
Yeah, but I was going to say, I have a lot, I mean, again, it's somebody new, so. And again, I don't know if many people would call her princess before, but here's what I'm trying to find. Yes, this was written by Dean and Shannon Hale, so I wonder if they're a couple, married couple, or are they related somehow? Because I'm not familiar. So, I mean...
I feel like the art I had seen somewhere else, the style, but I can't place it.
Yeah, I mean, the style looks familiar, but where's that artist name? Yeah, I don't think I was familiar with the artist either, which I believe is probably going to get changed every issue, because it's going to basically do a different character thing every issue. But I did see in the solicit, and I do like it. It kind of reflects it on the cover. It's like an homage to the 80s stuff, so that does look like one of the 80s covers. But no, I liked it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I think it's hilarious. Wally leaving, he's just putting a jacket on over his Flash outfit. Like, totally.
I know. It's like, does it even really matter the speed he moves?
Right, it's like you'll still be pretty conspicuous.
Yeah, no one's going to see you.
Also, though, Dick saying, I better vamoose, I was like, yeah, I didn't know that was a cowboy thing.
And then just Dawn and Corey just like talking in the clouds.
And then at the end, bringing it full circle, she steals Beast Boy's food.
Oh, yeah, and they have the big food fight.
That everyone enjoys except Raven.
Behold, Earth's mightiest heroes, the very much grown up Titans. But
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was cute. I love when they're fighting, was it Queen Bee in there? Yeah. Gar, we've been trying to take her down all day, and Corey just shows up and knocks her out with one punch.
It's those Tamaranian powers.
Exactly.
Boom.
And gravity. I mean, she basically just like drops from orbit and boom. But no, I enjoyed this. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, yeah, it's not going to be Dick because they're focusing on everyone else. But no, I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get to the Nightwing issue of Night Terror's Nightwing? Say that 3 times fast, kids.
Oh, yeah, that's a mouthful. Yes, let's do it.
So, again, this is weird because this one, I guess they just figure, you know what Night Terrors is about, because it kind of just jumps into the middle. Dick wakes up at Arkham Asylum. He's like,
did they explain it more in the Robin one?
No, but not really. But again, each one of these issues has the little blurb, but like at the top of page 2.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I guess the whole thing is a nightmare, right?
Yeah, basically everybody's been put to sleep, and yeah, this is that new villain Insomnia is going through their dreams looking for this nightmare crystal. Yeah.
Because so far I've got the Robin one, but I haven't physically gotten it, so I haven't read it yet. But so far, I've just read the Poison Ivy one, and this one, Dick's almost felt like there was more than one nightmare in it, because he was kind of like going to sleep and then waking up, and so I was slightly confused.
Yeah, again,
like, is he waking up and going to sleep within his nightmare? Because the Poison Ivy one was all in that world, so she wasn't.
It's so. I mean, again, there's different writers writing these things. The rules are pretty much aren't the same from book to book, because like that's like in the Green Lantern book, Cal Jordan, like it starts with him in a nightmare in it from his childhood, and then it jumps to it like stuff in his later adult life and when he's Green Lantern. So yeah, so it doesn't even have to be like one set thing. They can jump around.
Okay.
And again, since it's a dream, logic doesn't have to. And again, like I think it was in the main book. Yeah, Insomnia was dropping clues that maybe he was from Gotham, and I don't know if he was from the asylum or not, because there's something gets said in here. Dick's like this. These aren't kind of like. All these aren't even like my memories. I'm thinking, some of this might be Insomnia himself, so not sure, but
that's from the main issue,
main
series.
Yeah, it was either the prequel or it was Night Terrors #1, but yeah.
I see.
So yeah, Dick basically thinks he's in Arkham Asylum, has no memory of how he got here. Basically gets showered, and all the inmates are like, seem like they're all happy with him.
Well, I kind of liked how the guards are those sort of pig guys. Yeah. That felt very Twilight Zone to me, because there's that one Twilight Zone episode. So I was like, oh, that's interesting, but it also kind of ties in with Professor Pig. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, is there some kind of symbolism there? But yeah.
We've seen this artist before, too, on the Nightwing book, I think. Haven't we?
let's see. We have where's the credits? Oh, there we go. Daniela Dean. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks kind of familiar.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it's no Bruno Redondo, but it's not that far off of Bruno. You know, it's not like startlingly different from Bruno Redondo. So, but yeah, I know I like the art, and the people keep saying, the Dick, oh, have fun with your cellmate. He's like, what? There's no one in here. Yeah.
I also find it interesting how so many of the people are kind of humanoid animals. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. But everyone keeps saying about, oh, don't you remember what you did? Don't you remember what you did? And yeah, the big reveal is, after he dances around it for a while, they reveal that supposedly, I'm trying to see how far in they went with it, but that Dick killed Batman, supposedly. And I also found it interesting that this was a full-length one, because some of them, they've been doing backup stories in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with some of these Night Terrors things. So, I was going to say Green Lantern had one, Wonder Woman had one. Yeah, some of them had backups, so I was kind of happy that they gave us the full... Because it was a little thicker than, like, the regular monthly book, so I'm glad we got the full issue to go into this.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Well, what are they going to do with Babs? Barbara coming in? I mean, that's interesting.
I don't know if that even ties into something else too, because the way she looks with like that metal and stuff like on her face and that.
Yeah, they said she's 90% metal. So
I mean, I don't think it ties in, but it's kind of eerily similar in the Punchline book. In Punchline's dream, she's pulling a crime. Barbara shows up as Batgirl, and Punchline kills her, and then Punchline goes to the clock tower to just steal everything. But then zombie Barbara shows up and starts attacking her, and then towards the end, all the computers and stuff basically just merge with her. So I found that eerily similar. That there's there was two different books this week where Barbara basically gets infused with metal. So
yeah, well, that'll be interesting to see what happens.
I mean, unless dreams are crossing over, because in the Superman book, supposedly, unless they show next issue that there's still part of the dream, Supergirl basically punched her way into Superman's dream. So
I guess why? I mean, do what you want. It's just a short event. Go big or go home.
And again, it's metahuman stuff, so you never know.
Okay, Phil, what was my favorite part?
Oh, doesn't he say something about his dad?
Yes, on the last page, his little box. First I killed my father. Now I have the woman I love. I was like, yeah!
Oh, that was the other creepy thing is don't two of those guards or somebody pull off their masks and it's supposed to be John and Mary?
Yeah, the guards that are the mice. Or the nurses. The doctors, nurses, whatever they are.
And he's like, I've had dreams like this before, but never so vivid and stuff.
Medical professionals. I should lose that term loosely.
Exactly. And then the creepy scarecrow, Jonathan Crane in this, basically just all hung up. But yeah, no, I did like the art in this, and so yeah, did you like it? Because again, we got different artists, we got different writers, because it's Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad, so.
Yeah. I mean, I did think it was kind of jumping around a lot because all kinds of different things were happening in Arkham, but
because again, too, it's a dream, so I guess they can jump however they want. And two, we only got 2 issues, so it's we got to get to the.
Yeah.
So I wonder next month are we just gonna see everyone can start getting out of their dreams and stuff, or.
I mean, I guess they only have 1 month to do it.
Yeah. But I wonder if it's just gonna be a thing where it's continued in next issue of Night Terrors, and I would like to see some resolution in people's own books.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, of the Night Terrors that you have read, sounds like you've read a lot. Which ones do you think have been the best?
I mean, it may sound like I'm playing favorites, but I did like this Nightwing one. The Green Lantern one last week was good, but that's also because Jeremy Adams, who's writing the regular monthly book, wrote it, so he kind of subtly worked it into the regular book, because at the end of issue 2, at the end of the regular issue 2 of Green Lantern, Hal Jordan's on a plane, and that's where he picks up. Jeremy Adams picks it up in Night Terrors #1, and he shoots him right into the dream from there. So
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and he kind of drops like hints of stuff that for stuff that's going on in the book right now. So yeah, it was kind of nice that the regular writer actually wrote that. Although there were a few like that, because Mark Waid wrote the new Shazam one, which he's writing the Shazam book right now, and yeah, Joshua Williamson wrote the Superman one. I think he's writing the regular Superman book right now. So yeah, there were a few instances of the regular writer writing the Night Terrors issues, which I mean,
well, I thought the Poison Ivy one was cool because I like that sort of suburban nightmare genre. So. Yeah, and I think that's a very good fit for Poison Ivy. So that was good.
And again, I mean, sometimes with some of these events, it almost seems like too gimmicky or it's just like a cash grab or something. I mean, I haven't had any real problems with any of these, and all the ones I pretty much read them all, except for some reason I don't want to pick up Black Adam, but everything else I pretty much picked up. But no, I mean, yeah, everything I haven't read anything so far and was like, this was like a stinker, but no.
It just feels like they should have done it over Halloween.
That's what I was thinking right before we jumped on. I'm like, why didn't we do like September, October, or October, November? Yeah. For some reason, it seems like DC likes to do this like summer thing every so often.
Well, I mean, I suppose thematically, I get that, it's Halloweeny, but they're probably thinking, kind of like with the TV shows, people are traveling in the summer, just not doing their normal stuff. So maybe they're thinking, well, because for most of these, you could miss these issues, and it's not as though oh no, what's happening? I don't understand.
Yeah, because I did see that online too. People were saying, I could just wait till September and pick up the next issue or whatever. Yeah.
It might be.
I wonder if that's a way for them to give the regular writers a summer vacation if they want it.
Yeah, could be.
All right, so it doesn't even have to be the Night Terrors one. So, which one did you like the best? Did you like the World's Finest one better? Did you like the Starfire one? Did you like the Night Terrors one better? Which out of those three, which one was your favorite?
Probably the World's Finest one.
Oh, okay, I see that. I could see that.
I mean, I like that Dick called Bruce's dad, but that was only on the last page.
Exactly. After he killed him, supposedly, yeah.
Diggity dank. What was your favorite?
The World's Finest was pretty good. I might have to give it to Night Terrors Nightwing #1.
I guess I would say art. I liked the Nightwing better because I didn't think Dick had a weird face.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't. It wasn't so different from the monthly book. Again, it was a different artist, but it wasn't so different. But yeah, I mean, again, I've been enjoying Night Terrors more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was just going to be just like, here's a new event, give us money, but
yeah, it's kind of a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait for the conclusion to that.
So, but the Night Terrors book is 4 parts. So, is it coming out twice a month? Is it like early and late in the month?
It must be, because it has to be, because like you said, it's only 2 months. When I'm searching when number 2's coming out. Next week number 2 comes out. So yeah, must be. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And cool. And again, he's been fighting Insomnia almost this whole time. But of course, who's on the cover?
Batman, my favorite character.
And Deadman.
Of course.
Oh, hold on, I got it. Oh, jeez. One of the variants for Night Terrors #2 is guess it's an homage to Death in the Family. It says Night Terrors.
Is he holding Robin or is he holding...
He's holding a child. Wait, let me see. It's a child in a suit, so...
A Robin suit or like a suit?
No, like a suit and tie suit.
Oh, okay.
So, unless they explain this in the issue, but...
Maybe it's like Bruce holding himself or something.
It could be, because like I said, in one of the dreams, like Insomnia's fighting him, but he's like doing his childhood memories, so you see like a kid Bruce Wayne like fighting him. Ooh, neon ink variant.
Neon? What is this, the 90s?
I don't know. More like 70s. Alright. Anything else, Kristen?
That's it.
Alright. And again, if you missed our announcement last week, yes, we're going to be going down to 2 shows a month for Nightwing news. So next episode, by the time you hear us next time, we'll be talking Nightwing Night Terrors #2 and some of the stuff next month. So yes, we'll be going to one episode of new stuff and one classic stuff every month. But so in the next 2 weeks, you will hear the first 2 episodes of Electric Mullet. We're gonna be talking some in order the late 80s and all the 90s Superman stuff. So starting with John Byrne's Man of Steel, and we all know who shows up in issue 3 of Man of Steel, right, kids?
Batman, my favorite character.
Their first post-crisis meeting.
Of course.
Yes. All right. So yes, send us your thoughts on all the Night Terror stuff, especially the Titans and Nightwing stuff, or the Tales of the Titans. Email us all your thoughts, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Please subscribe. Find it all at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. All right. So, since Kristen won't be podcasting as much, keep her busy filling orders. Go out and buy Dick Grayson Boy Wonder on Amazon right now. Subliminal messaging. Kids, if you don't know what it looks like, go on YouTube. There, it's up right there on the screen. So what says is your name? Why does it say Professor? That more official.
I don't know. We don't really do that. That's weird.
Okay. Gotta push some units. Come on. But yes, kids, no, it's a good book. Especially if you're a fan of any variation of Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Yes, pick up this book. And I guarantee you will discover things that you did not know about the character. I guarantee. All right.
All order, Phil.
I know. All right, kids. I know. We'll be back in a few weeks. Don't have any bad dreams. We'll be back. I know. You have to wait a few weeks. There's terror in your hearts. I know. It's alright, kids. We'll be back in a few weeks to chase those pigmen away. That's gonna be a good issue. He's gonna break out of that cell and do all kinds of stuff. Batman probably showed him how to escape from a dream. Alright, kids. Until we meet again, join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
Nightwing News. Next week, all Superman.